Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Welcome to the very first episode of Kya Ho Raha Hai. As you might have all have heard so far about the Avicenna College scandal that has been going on, that kind of emerged on Twitter after there was that video of the administration breaking the students' phones.
पता ना साला खटना नहीं है उन्होंने कहा जब मैंने कहा ये तोड़ना इसका मतलब इसको तोड़ना
सिम तो छड़ दो
और सीमा थल्ले आप तोड़नी सीमा नहीं तोड़नी सीमा में हाथ के
किसी गरीब ਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਦੋ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਏ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ
ਯਾਰ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਜੇ ਹੋਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਕੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਗਰੀਬ ਨੇ ਜਿਹਨਾਂ ਵਿਚਾਰੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਖਰਚ ਕੇ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵਾਪਸ ਦੇ ਦੇ ਚਾਂਸ ਦੇ ਦੋ ਓਏ ਆ ਫੜ ਸਿਮ ਆ ਫੜ ਸਿਮ ਚੱਲ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਰੱਖ ਉੱਤੇ ਤੂੰ ਤੇਰੀ ਮਾਂ ਕੀ
As you can clearly see, they just took the students' phones, put them on the ground, and smashed them with the bricks. Basically, as you can see, the law 45, 46, and 47 are basically about how you cannot destroy anyone's property. You can search these up yourself later. And it's concerning that institutions in Pakistan can just take the liberty of destroying a student's properties in the guise of discipline. Anyways, coming to my next point, I got in touch with some very distressed, very concerned students who, honestly speaking to them, kind of made me realize what kind of hell that these kids are going through. Because the kind of rules and regulations that are placed upon these kids, the environment that they're in, and just the overall attitude of the faculty towards them, I honestly can't imagine how any student manages to graduate out of this place with a sane fucking mind. The people that I got into contact with, they told me about how during orientation these people are very insulting, how they're like, tumhe bhi padhayenge, tumhare baap ko bhi padhayenge, and how immediately as soon as you enter the halls of this fucking building, you're immediately told that, now you're subject to their fucking rules, and if you don't like it, you can get the fuck out. Well, it's fair enough in a policy that, every institution has its own rules, but these rules are fucking draconian. So let's get to the first of the rules of this university, right? And the first of the rules that they're talking about is hair. Basically, the gist of their hair rule is that it's kind of like North Korea, essentially. The girls are supposed to have the same hair throughout their entire course at the uni that they joined the uni with, right? And if they actually want to get their hair changed, they have to get permission from their parents. Literally something as trivial as wanting to change your hairstyle, you have to get your parents' permission. And guys, I don't get what's so bad about having spikes or an out of bed look. Okay, dress code. So basically, these students who are in university to be doctors are treated like third graders, where they're made to wear uniforms, and then they have color days where they can wear a casual dress. Okay, so basically their hostel rules are more or less just as strict. The rights of admission are reserved, no visitors can be taken, no stranger shall be admitted inside the hostel premises, no guest shall be allowed to reside in the hostel. Essentially, yeah, you can't have anyone come and visit you. Once you're in your hostel, but that's it. You're cut off from the outside world. And there are some special rules for female students living in hostels. Parents or guardians are required to send a signed list of relatives who may visit their daughter. So, even with relatives, you need permission. So, if your brother wants to come and visit you, or your sister wants to come and visit you, they better have a fucking sign-in sheet with them. Otherwise, they're not getting in and seeing your face. So, apparently, the girl, since it says that this is a special rules for female students, I'm gonna take a wild guess that it's just girls who are not allowed to eat inside their rooms. This is the one that fucked me up. Students are not allowed to use internet in the rooms, even if these be wireless. So, I'm gonna guess mobile data, Wi-Fi, LAN, any kind of internet, these students are not allowed. Which begs the question, what the fuck? Um, any student in possession of a laptop will have to place the same in the custody of the chief operating officer COO till the same is taken home. So you can't even own a laptop in this university. You cannot have your own personal laptop in your room. The college discourages Twitter, Facebook, FaceMash, and accounts with any undesirable sites. Students having encountered using a blasphemous website shall be severely dealt with. Now, what the hell is a blasphemous website? From what I can tell, Twitter and Facebook are not exactly blasphemous websites, the social media account, and pretty much anyone and everyone has a social media account. And this university pretty much outright bans you from using these social media websites. The one about cell phones is just as fucked up. Use of mobile cell phones is entirely prohibited. Hostel students leave the mobile phones in their lockers. No circumstances will students take the phones to class. Smartphone, Android phone, or a phone capable of internet browsing are not allowed. So you can't have a smartphone. You cannot own a phone which can, access the internet. So you gotta get those old school fucking late 90s, early 2000s Nokias that, basically call in, call out, text in, text out. And if you'll notice, this extremely prestigious university, which really, really prides itself on its rigorousness and, and getting the best out of their students, these dumbasses spelled message wrong. Any mobile found on a person or student is liable to be confiscated, or at least the SIM be made ineffective. Repetitive use of mobile shall be punished as violation of discipline and additionally be fined. Why? Why is using cell phones such a big fucking deal for these people? What kind of mentality do you have to have where you feel like cell phones are a threat to your students' education? And this is probably what kind of I felt was extremely fucking cocky of them. All rules and regulations are framed in the larger interest of students and parents, and no exceptions are made on their application. Parents cannot pick and choose and see what suits them. It's, in fact, take it or leave it. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I get it, every university has its rules and regulations, but what the fuck kind of rules and regulations are where your students cannot have cell phones, they cannot have laptops in their room, there is no internet access for them, they have no social media access? What life are these students living? The college has to instill gentlemanly and gentlewoman habits in all students as the period of induction. Okay, first of all, there is no gentlemanly and gentlewoman behavior. The word that you're fucking looking for is ladylike. And two, good behavior is good behavior, be it a guy or a girl. What the fuck are you on about, man? Okay, so this was interesting. Medical education being conducted in mostly co-education setup. College is emphasis on good behavior. College is sensitive on objectionable male-female interaction. They do study together. However, there is no male-female interaction and contact. Now, when these people go into their professional life, they will have to interact with doctors and nurses and technicians and such people of the opposite gender. Teaching them that talking to the other gender is bad is actually hindering their growth as medical professionals, because if they don't know how to deal with all kinds of people, especially different genders, when time comes, like, we can all kind of attest with the fact that most guys become like really fucking jittery and all sweaty and shit when they gotta talk to a girl. And now when you kind of have them segregated for like the 25 years of their life away from girls, and then one day you kind of put them in this entire environment where they have to interact with other females, it's gonna be a weird fucking social experiment right there. The college assumes that educating the students is equally its responsibility as much as its parents. The college strives to take various measures like holding extra classes, yada yada yada. So why don't you make your classes that good that you don't have to take extra classes? Students who are failing, fine. It's not the university's fucking responsibility to make sure that everyone passes. Not everyone's meant to pass, not everyone's meant to be a topper. The people who are forced in being here, they're just gonna end up fucking hanging themselves from a fan eventually. Oh, this one's beautiful. Mobile phone jammers shall be switched on before the lecture and switched off after the lecture. My question is, what the fuck kind of uni has mobile phone jammers? Right, now, so having gone through those rules, it's clear that this university is fucking crazy. Their administration is crazy. They absolutely think that these kids have to be whipped, they have to be tortured, they have to be mentally and physically brutalized in order to get some sort of message across to their mind. And the few students that I did manage to get into contact with, they told us that even when they do go home and they and they tell their parents that, oh, this is happening, that's happening. Their parents kind of dismiss it as institutional discipline. Anyways, guys, that's been my rant. I honestly don't know what more to say about this. These guys are fucking jackasses. They're fucking assholes. But it's a private institution. They have set out in their rules. Oh, if you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Anyways, guys, that's it for me for today. I will probably catch you again if this actually turns out half as decent as I thought it would be.